What's up, my guy? Welcome back. Today we're looking at Xbox Partner Preview. Microsoft put the spotlight on the third-party games that are either coming soon or dropping right now on the Xbox Series X and S. Across the 30-minute show, we saw 5 brand new reveals, 3 gaming launching already, and 9 titles confirmed as day 1 additional to Game Pass Ultimate. Let's get into it. Alright, let's start with Armatus. It's a third-person roguelike shooter set in a demon-infested Paris after an event called The Vanishing. You play as a supernatural warrior looking for the Sunless Gate, using firearms and celestial power to push through the ruins. This game definitely reminds me of Returnal, and I love games like this. The concept is amazing. From the trailer that we've seen, oh man, fresh kiss. But the issues that I have is that this is made by Counterplay Games, known from Godfall, which had mixed reception, and I'm gonna keep it honest with you, I did not like Godfall not one bit, but I am willing to give them a chance because the world does look stylish, but I need more gameplay from this. Yeah, everybody can say, but what more can you get? Well, I need to see more, and this game does launches in Game Pass in 2026. And the next game is the Mount of OMEN of CTHULHU, a 4-player co-op Lovecrafted expedition into a jungle where reality shifts. Players have to maintain sanity while navigating unnatural creatures and hostile environments. Co-op horror is tricky. It can be either immersive or unintentionally funny, but the game design looks ambitious and I can't wait to try it out. It does arrive next summer of 2026. Dave the Diver officially hits Xbox, bringing the deep sea exploration and sushi restaurant management combo to the console players. In the Jungle DLC, it arrives on early 2026, shifting the setting to a dense jungle, sediment trying to survive these massive animals and even a giant crocodile boss. And this one already proven success and gamers are excited by it. And now we have Crowsworn, continue to showcase sharp gothic visuals, fast traversal, and tight Metrovania combo in the latest update. And since I enjoyed this kind of game a lot, this one is naturally leaning towards checking it out. Still, the long development cycle and multiple delays mean it better to keep expectation realistic. It's coming on day 1 to Game Pass, and if the final polish matches the ambition, it could be a standout for this kind of genre. I'm not gonna lie, this game caught my interest. Echo Generation 2 is built on a Vortex supernatural formula by introducing a roguelike time-like mechanic where every death advanced the world 10 years. Jeez! It's a fresh twist that gives the story more weight, and even without a release window, it still stands out as the most unique idea in the showcase. If they manage to balance the narrative pacing with the roguelike structure, this could end up being a sleeping hitter. And the next one is Vampire Crawler. It's a fast first-person roguelike deck builder from the creators of Vampire Survivor, mixing chaotic action with turn-based card mechanics and familiar upgrades like garlic, whips, and even a Bible. Switching to the first person is a bold move, I'm not gonna lie. And the real question is whether this new perspective can maintain that addictive one more run loop that the studio is known for, and is headed for Xbox Game Pass. 007 First Light received another look, showing off an Aston Martin Valhalla sporting car with some aggressive gadget-packed upgrades. Seeing a bomb game with this level of detail is promising, and I honestly want to know what kind of licensing deal it took to borrow an Aston Martin for a video game. The espionage focus fits the IO strength, and with the release date of March 27, this easily shaping up to be a day 1 pickup for me. I'm not gonna lie, this game looks weird as hell. ROADSIDE Research is a co-op alien gas station simulator where you pretend to be a human while secretly gathering data for an invasion. It carries an Overlooked style energy with a mix of chaos, teamwork, and suspicious mechanics. It launches in Q1 of 2026 and it hits Game Pass on day 1. It's nice, I'm not gonna lie, but I could see this becoming a fun party game if it execute right. Next is Total Chaos. It's on Game Pass right now as we speak. And this game brings player into a decayed island called the Fort Oasis, filled with scavenging, crafting, and disturbing creatures. The tone is gritty and the atmospheric is disgusting. It's an early impression of the demo has been positive. The challenge is standing out in an already crowded survival horror landscape, but what's shown so far feels confident enough to attract fans of the genre. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of horror games, but my goodness, this thing looks disturbing as hell. But I'm curious to know if you guys are willing to get that game. And one of my most anticipated game of next year is REANIMAL, and it continues to look strong. Bringing Tertius Studio, the creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2, with this surreal horror style into a co-op sibling adventures where you try to escape a twisted island. The main question isn't whether the horror pacing can survive with 2 players, but the excitement that this game is releasing on February 13 and the demo is available right now. It remains of one of the most safest and most polished project in this lineup. And the collector's edition is available on their website, which I already pre-ordered. And next we have Erosion. It uses a decade mechanic where dying moves the story 10 years into the future, similar to Echo's Generator 2. Alternating characters and environmental stages. The isometric vortex looks very Western fluent, makes it very visual distinct. But the core gameplay loop is still mostly on the wraps. It hits Game Pass in spring 2026, and honestly this one interests me because I do enjoy Western movies and game. So I'm willing to try this game out. And the next game we have is Zoopunk. From the first developer IT Games shift the universe into a full 3D action game when your squad of weapons wielding human-like animals chase down an artifact called the Spark before a rival faction beats you into it. The sky-sharing sci-fi direction gives it its personality. Although it is not coming out until 2027, the premise alone feels strong enough to watch as development progress. And this looks pretty good because I did try the side-scrolling game Fist and I really enjoyed it, and I think everybody should just give it a try. And the next game is CLOVERPIT. It's a role-like slot machine survivor experience with a darkly comedic twist as you gamble to avoid being dropped into the abyss. It is out now, and while the loop might appeal to players who like this kind of quirky role-like randomness, this one isn't for me really. And this one came out of left field, to be honest with you. Hitman's newest elusive target mission might be the craziest crossover yet. Eminem hires Agent 47 to assassinate Slim Shady, portrayed as a completely separate violent character. When I saw Eminem popped up, I thought I was hallucinating, but nope, it's real. It drops December 1st, and as weird as it sounds, it fits Hitman's long tradition of balancing absurdity with smart level design. Next game we have is Town of Annihilation. It draws heavily from Arthurian legend, and it blends modern London with mythical Avalon. The newest trailer showing Gwendolyn fighting a massive winged creature with dimension-shifting power looks stylish and well choreographed. No release date yet, but the dual worlds premise and high fantasy direction gives it a lot of potential. If the final gameplay depth lands, this game definitely gives me Final Fantasy vibe with summoning icons to help you fight, and I really can't wait to play this game. And finally, we have Riley Kaliyuga. Continues the story 6 years after the original, shifting the series into a third-person action and escalating the conflict into cosmic territories involving gods, demons, and collapsing reality. This one was most visual striking reveal of the showcase, and if the gameplay's evolution matches the artistic ambition, it could become a standout culture for the title for the Xbox and PC. This presentation shows that future of gaming is moving towards greater varieties, experimentations, and global creativity. Instead of relying on one blockbuster formula, studios are bending genres, trying new mechanics, taking risks, from roguelikes to co-op horror to mythological actions and surreal crossover like Eminem and Hitman. With Day 1 Game Pass access lowering the barrier to new ideas, this lineup points to a true future where indies, AA, and AAA titles stand side by side, where bold concepts have much room to shine as a traditional franchise. It's not about every game being hit, it's about the industry pushing forward towards more diverse, iterative experience for players. Alright my guy, that's the full rundown. I want to hear from you. Which games are you downloading on day 1? Which games surprised you? And how much are you feeling about the Xbox direction after this showcase? Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Thanks for watching.